So let's move on. So one thing what I will tell you, which is very, very important, is the continuous learning. I don't recommend you anything which I don't do myself. Continuously you have to go and you have to learn. Now, before I wrote my book, I was preparing. What you have to do is go and celebrate the success of people who have already become what you want to become, which is also called back from the future thinking. So what I did, I went to lot of launch program. I went to lot of training programs. I did go to lot of book launches, training programs, book signing events. You see this, so many book signing events I have gone to. Taken an autograph from Sharon Lecter, uh, Harvaker, Harvaker, and wherever I was available, if there was a book launch, if there was a book training program, script writing program, a language improvement program, I was there. And you know what I have figured out? The process of success in any field is easy, because I went to book writing program and 200 people came. Usually in a book writing program, 200 people are there, out there. But when I look back and see, there are very few people, not even less than 1%, uh, like I would say less than 0.001% people who go to that project forward. So you will have a lot of shouters there. I'm going to do it in the program. I will write my book in 21 days. I will write my book in 90 days. So I'm not somebody who is very, very excited in that event. I'm somebody who knows how to take massive action, because I know one rule, that if you want to become successful in life, you have to become a good finisher. You will have to work backwards. You have to see the future finished and then work backwards. And when you work backwards on your project, you will be able to break your project into different parts. I did not know this. When I announced, there is a power of declaration. If you are stuck in a project, go and declare to the world that I am going to do this. So your this action is going to create altogether a different level of energy. So first it will create a pressure on you that you are supposed to do this, because now you have declared to the world, people are going to question you. Another thing is to find an accountability partner or a coach. So in my case, I had a co-author, and who is more like accountability partner, and also writing with me. So we were accountable to each other, right? The other way is to hire a coach. Probably if you are really struggling in your book, you should hire me or somebody who has been there and done that as a coach. Because let me tell you the benefit of writing a book. Okay, one by one. So the first benefit of writing a book is you become an instant authority. Whatever subject, you will not write something on which you don't know, right? You will always write something where you have already spent time, where you already know the subject, right? This is what you are going to write. And once you know the subject, this is another classic example, and I tell people to test this. Just go and ask people around you that how many books have they read this particular year. I can guarantee you that number is not crossed even more than one or two. And even if they say that I have read one book or two books, most of them would have read some fiction. Now, fiction is good from a perspective of learning language, but it's also a good entertainment. But if you really ask me about, do they add value to your life? For example, Harry Potter is a very good book, but it is all fantasy. It is all entertainment. It's a very good book, world class book, but it's an entertainment. Now, will that really add value to your life? I can bet the only thing which can add value to your life is a self help book, because that is something which will tell you how to take action, which will give you a plan to take action. Okay. So let's move on. Uh, 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 so went to lot of book launch, as I said, book writing programs. Okay, uh, because I was celebrating the success of people who have already been there, done that. Because when I am there tomorrow, people who want to become authors, they will come and celebrate my success. Okay, so I was doing it for tomorrow. One thing, one message, very, very important, which I want to give you. If you want to write a book which has a storyline like my book, you must attend a program on script writing or a filmmaking, because they will give you altogether different perspective to how to write a book. Okay, so project one failed, productivity strategies of super achiever failed, but the experience which I got out of it, that was remarkable. Second book, no guts no glory, is again something which I started. I wrote few chapter, but again it went to a back burner, because I realized if you have to write those kind of a book which people should pick up, you really need to have your credibility established. So right now the credibility is established for me. Approximately 5,000 people on my page, they know about it. So when my second book comes, I already have a credibility established. Right now Slumdog Investor is being sold in multiple countries. We are selling book in US, we are selling book in UK, we are selling book in Australia, multiple countries we are working on, right? And definitely in India. So let's move on. So as I said, these are the failed project of 2015 and 16. But then if we go fast forward, I launched my book this year in April, and none other than Tejaswi Surya, MP of Bangalore South. He launched our book. And you will be surprised to know even the title of this book was not Slumdog Investor. This the title of this book was A Profitable Portfolio. And then we really came a long journey. It was from profitable portfolio again to a Slumdog Investor. We were just thinking of writing a book on a stock market, and it turned out to be altogether a different ball game. So God will have a different plan. And let me go back to, I think, something I started and left in between. So one thing is, advantage of becoming an author is you become an instant authority. Okay, people see you altogether at a different level. Okay, and when you are writing, don't write a shabby book. People will tell you to write some 40-50 page book, some 100-page book. Don't write those kind of a shabby book. Always ensure that you at least write a book which is 150 to 200 page minimum in size, and maximum go up to 250 pages. That is what is my recommendation, because I have seen a lot of people doing this shabby work, 45-page book, 99-page book. I'm not happy about it. If they are doing it and they are getting results, great, but I'm not happy about it. Okay, because I believe if you have to write something or do something, you have to do world class. Otherwise, don't do it. Okay, so this year we launched this book, Slumdog Investor. And this is the picture of some of the pictures of book launch. So what happens is, as I said, one, you become an instant authority, and the definition of success is when your signature becomes an autograph. And this is what happened. You get a celebrity status. Trust me, you are being seen by different people, perceived by different people at a altogether a higher level. And you don't have to boast about it. It is just people recognize you for the work which you have done. I got some of the amazing reviews from people. People said, why did you write this book in one part? This book could be a multiple part, because every chapter what I see can become a book. So if you have not picked up this book, and if you have not read, and if you're not somebody who is a voracious reader, I would recommend pick up my book, read it. I have got reviews like, this book is actually a collection of 20-30 books. And that is so true, because the material what we have written in this book, is an outcome of approximately 25 lakh rupees, which I have spent over last 5 to 10 years in my personal education. You know, there